Welcome back, you guys. This is the Debasement Index. My name is Angel Rios, and this is a channel solely focused on building capital in a fiat world together. Now, today's episode of MSTR Mondays is going to be pretty short because Michael Saylor and the company strategy did not purchase any Bitcoin last week. Now, with that being said, just like the thumbnail shows, every MSTR Monday, I'm going to try to do a new cool thumbnail for the episode. But we're falling. We're falling right now. Strategy stock is falling. Bitcoin is falling related on all these geopolitical events going on right now, unfortunately. And but Bitcoin is the parachute. Now, when that lever gets pulled, and we start floating, and then in the case of Bitcoin floating upward, we don't know this yet. We could continue to fall to the low 60s, mid 50s, high 40s. Who knows? I'm not a stock predictor here. I'm not a price predictor. I don't make any of these predictions myself. I just know that Bitcoin over time will go higher. When that is going to happen, I don't know. But this is a fantastic buying opportunity. And so let's get into the things that Michael Saylor told us on his Twitter before they announced they didn't purchase any Bitcoin, and I'll get through as to like some of the reasons as to why. So we see here Michael Saylor posted on March 28th. It's time to put the laser eyes back on. So true, and we all need to have laser eyes and be focused on the prize, which is Bitcoin. And we all know where it's going. We just need to allow all these different things going on in the world to iron out and for Bitcoin to find its place. Now, let's talk about MSTR real quick. The stock has been getting hit pretty hard. I mean, if we see here on the strategy.com website, MSTR price is now at 121. It was hovering between 130 and 140 for a very long time. And after this recent dip of Bitcoin from 74,000 to now, I believe, 66,000, MSTR has dropped down with it. Now, the reason why I think MSTR didn't buy, they didn't buy because they don't have conviction, and they didn't buy, because they didn't believe in Bitcoin anymore. But they still have a company to run, and they still have shareholder value to protect. And one thing that I've noticed with Michael Saylor is he prefers to keep mNAV, which is this number on the right, between the high 19, so like 1.19 to between that and 1.30, 1.40, especially on a bear market. So that's the reason why I didn't think he issued any new stock onto the marketplace. And obviously, Stretch, talking about the stock, that's why he didn't issue any new stock. It would have diluted mNAV, and he likes to have that buffer zone on the mNAV premium, the net asset value premium, which is right now standing at a 12% over the overall asset price of the Bitcoin, which stands at 762,099 Bitcoin on the balance sheet. Now, Stretch, we're away from the dividend payout, and on those weeks, 1 week or 2 weeks out of the month, Stretch likes to, trade below at par, which means that Michael Saylor and strategy cannot turn on the Bitcoin ATM. And so no proceeds come from Stretch. And so that's why they didn't issue any new stock either. It was just the mNAV is getting too close to 1 even. And that's what I believe. They didn't buy any Bitcoin. They just didn't issue any new stock due to protecting that net asset value premium. Now, looking at this, I mean, Stretch is still beautiful. It's almost at $100 at par, even in this crappy market, right? It's 3 cents away. So let's see if tomorrow they can actually go ahead and turn on that ATM. All right. Now, let's get into the price of Bitcoin real quick, because I think people are missing something fundamental, and Bitcoin is actually holding up beautifully, even with all this stuff going on in the world. So let's look at the Bitcoin chart really quick. Now, guys, if I sound a little stuffy, I'm sorry. I'm a little bit under the weather. and I got off of work and doing my things pretty late today. And then my wife, who is pregnant and still loves to work out and go to the gym, I love it. She went to the gym and I was taking care of the little 8-month-old baby. So I got to this video a little bit late, but you know what? I love bringing this content to you guys. I love talking about Bitcoin, and it's MSTR Mondays. Come on. How are we going to miss an MSTR Monday episode? Not going to happen. Not under my watch. So if we look at the Bitcoin price, I mean, since the end of February into March, I mean, it's been holding up beautifully, even with all this geopolitical stuff going on right now. The Bitcoin price is now sitting at, let's see, 67,000, around 67,000. It just had a really nice jump from the low 66,000s. So, I mean, during all this turmoil and all this geopolitical turmoil, and these conflicts, so on and so forth, for a so-called high-risk asset like Bitcoin to be holding up better than the S&P 500 and better than the stock market the stock market indices is really a testament to Bitcoin. I mean, right now it's holding up better than gold and certainly silver. I mean, Bitcoin had a big drawback since October of last year of 2025, which we all suffered through. But I mean, with all this stuff going on, you would expect Bitcoin to drop to 40,000 or high 30,000s, and it's just not doing that. Is it possible? Yes, it's possible. But the longer that Bitcoin sits at this range, the more it consolidates, the more that the sellers get flushed out, and then the more that the buyers just, keep, taking away the supply. And we'll see what happens this week with Stretch. Let's see if Stretch, the preferred equity for strategy for MSTR, trades at $100 at par. Any days, if it does, I'll check out the STRC chart that I have, and we'll try to guess how many Bitcoins it is that they're buying. And hopefully next week they go ahead and purchase some Bitcoins. But I think Michael Saylor, again, the reason he didn't buy is because he's really protecting that mNAV premium and really protecting shareholder value, which proves that, he's being a executive chairman of integrity and not chasing, any Bitcoins that don't need to be chased at this time, and protecting that shareholder value. Guys, making these MSTR Monday episodes is one of the funnest things for me. I really love doing these. Sorry, my energy's a little lower today. But just stay confident in the stock, stay confident in Bitcoin. We know our investment thesis is correct, even though nothing in this video is investment advice. This is just financial entertainment. But we'll see what happens next week. And tomorrow, I'm going to do a debasement portfolio update to show you guys the positions and see how we're doing there. We're probably down, especially with these swings in Bitcoin volatility. But I'm going to show you guys the good, and I'm also going to show you guys the bad always. Guys, this is the Debasement Index. My name is Angel Rios. Here in this channel, we build capital in a fiat world together. We get rid of useless paper currency and we exchange it for hard money and companies invested in hard money, mainly the greatest money ever created, which is Bitcoin. I'll catch you guys tomorrow for a portfolio update. Have a good one, guys.